in just a second here. What is up, y'all? Good evening. Back for another live stream here with Suku Design. So, I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Alright. Tonight's live stream is Animal Crossing focused, thanks to the suggestion during the last live stream. So we've got some Animal Crossing Lo-Fi going on right now. We'll go and dive into the process just like we have before with the Ivy Store lamp and the Kirby lamp. And that is a great opportunity to reveal the lamp from the Kirby design. So the Kirby-inspired lamp, as you recall, we went with the Maxim Tomato, a little bit more of a, like, obscure, maybe not super obscure, but not on the nose, right? It's not like we designed Kirby itself or one of the other main characters. We went in, wanted to design that. So let's take a look. Here it is. I thought it came out pretty good. Like, it looks pretty decent. It's way bigger than I anticipated it being, and like we found out at the end of the live stream last time, it was actually too big for the build plate on the Prusa, because the, sorry, not the Prusa, the Bambu, because the Bambu has a 10 by 10 by 10 build area, 10 inches by 10 inches by 10 inches, and so we had built this in Fusion, and it ended up being too big for the build plate, for the build area. So sized it down post live stream and brought it down to the size, and it worked out pretty well. We made sure we had enough clearance on the light bulb. So let me grab it real quick. I'll bring it over and we can show it off. I want to do like the Despicable Me, like Agnes when she gets the unicorn, like, it's so fluffy. I was like, that's going to be like a screenshot for later, that face. Right. Anyways, so this was the final build. You can see, like, it's pretty sizable, and it's pretty cool. I'll plug it in here in a second, but it kind of reminded me of like one of those paper lanterns. When you turn it on, you get some of these like layer lines, and then I was like, oh, maybe we actually exaggerate those or make them even more pronounced. So like adding kind of those ridges. Like I have two paper lanterns in my apartment. One is like a ramen one, but like outside of a ramen shop, and then I've got all these like little small ones that hang around my window. But back to this, we'll take a look at that in a sec. But 4-piece build, right? We had the inner part of the M, the outer part of the M, the main tomato shell, and then the leaf cover. And I thought this was actually pretty fun. You take off your leaf cover, right? Got the little ridge on there for locating so it doesn't slide off. But you take that off, and then you get access to your light bulb, right? So how did it be? You can kind of see my finger through there, so it was a pretty thin shell. I think we went around just like 1 millimeter, but ended up pretty sweet. Got the cable, all that. These actually fit pretty well. This white outer piece, incredibly difficult to print. I think I tried like 4 or 5 times, and because of the orientation and supports, it failed like 4 out of the 5 times. And so you just really had to overdo it with the supports on that. But there's the build. Thought it came out pretty decently. We can plug it in, see how it looks. All right. I need to read another light bulb because I'm just reusing the one from the IV solar lamp. But let's take off the stem, pop that sucker in there. Put it on. And voila! Pretty cute, no? I was like, you get this nice, like, red glow. It filters through the body pretty nicely. I don't know if you can see it from there with the exposure, but you get these, like, layer lines that happen pretty consistently, and so it really looks like one of those paper lanterns. But take off the top if you want a little bit more light for your area. It's really kind of illuminating the one-piece picture up there pretty nicely. But if you want more of the lo-fi, quiet evening vibes, just put the stem back on. Really dims that light down, more of an ambient kind of environment. So, that is the Kirby lamp reveal. You know what? I think we'll just leave that one on for the rest of the stream. We'll swap positions with Waddle D here and a lamp. There we go. All right. So, tonight we are diving in to a new build. Alrighty then. So, let's swap over here. Cool. So, suggestion from last time. We had a suggestion to do an Animal Crossing inspired lamp. Now, the suggestion that we got was for these super cute moon seats that are in Animal Crossing. And so it was like, cool, how do we turn this into a lamp? Now, it may be obvious, but the base and the structure that we've been using for the other lamps, which is this piece right here, isn't really suited for this kind of shape. So we're going to need to source a new lamp or design, basically a new lamp base or a new light, and then build the body up. But I think that's going to be the first step. And something that I thought was super fun was, if we look this up again, They can come in all different colors in the game, which for those of you that play Animal Crossing more than me, might be obvious or something you already knew, not something that I knew. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is super cute. So we can print these once we've designed the shape and the lamp itself to be in all these different colors. And another fun part that I saw was that they have these cute little beads hanging down from the top. So maybe adding in a little bead feature or a bead option. But keep in mind what you might want to do for what colorway. That won't be super important at the moment because we're still going to have to design the rest of it out, right? All right. So I'm going to pull up this image again. So the first step is figuring out what we're going to do for the light itself. So some ideas, some exploration that we can do, maybe we'll time block it for the next like 5, 10, 15 minutes, is figuring it out. So the first question is, are we just using an off-the-shelf part, which is what we've been doing this whole time, which makes it really easy, because then you can just buy that, and you can print the models that I've developed, or if you were going through this yourself and developing those models, maybe you're just copying what I'm doing in Fusion, you can just kind of throw it all together, as opposed to having to do the electronics or set up the lights or the LEDs yourself. So we'll see what we can find. I say we go pop over to Amazon, see if there's anything out there that looks feasible, and if not, then we may be designing our own thing. Alright, so I'll pull up Amazon real quick, and we're going to go figure out what kind of search terms we should be using. Alright, here we go. Swap back over. Alright, so doing a quick search for lamps, right? Alright. Let's see. Alright. This is not specific enough, so we're going to want to go with desk lamp base. Let's try that. Okay, so looking at this, and it's similar to what we've used thus far, and then taking a look at kind of the crescent moon chair, we could just bias it towards this back area, right? So if we come back over to Figma, an example of for example, one way that we could pull this off is we just make this pretty big, and then we have it sit kind of like that, right? So we just bias the lamp so that it's heavy over here. Now, what we're probably gonna have happen there is we'll get a super bright spot in the middle of the lamp. So not sure if that's our best option. And that would be like sliding over the top. And then we'd probably have a little bit of the base showing. So let's keep looking. Maybe not the best design. Ooh! What is this? This just looks like a base, but if that was actually a lamp, like that could have been... That could have just solved the whole thing we were just talking about. Music's kicking up a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see what else we can find. Now this is interesting, like this bar. Like if the bar were to be able to just go up through the cavity of the moon. Like that, right? Kind of interesting. Like this one's curious. Except it's so long, you know? And we definitely want light the entire way. This is interesting as well. Like if it were able to articulate. So maybe we refine the search a bit. See what we can find in articulating. Because like I got a couple of like these, right? And it's just at the top. But something that were able to go along the whole way. Strip of LEDs. And again, it's like we can't find something. Maybe we just make it ourselves. So let's see what else we can find. I'm not seeing you, Lloyd. Alright. Let's try this out. Oh, not in the search bar. Look up some LED strips. Like, so we could go something like this, right? Where we just attach them to the inside. I've seen some of these, right? They look too concentrated. Like the light looks too concentrated, so we probably want to diffuse it. Actually, this one looks pretty good. But I feel like I've seen some of them where they just put the LED strips inside, and it just looks like these hot spots of light. Ooh, is that Matrix? That's pretty cool. We're getting off the subject. Alright. So we could order some LEDs, right? Order these strips. These are pretty long. So I think we don't want to figure out how long we want it to be. Ooh. Rechargeable. Oh, look at this. This might be the move right here. Get one of these strips. And then, you know where I'm going with it. Just mount it vertically in the moon. This could be kind of cool. I like the dimmable. The dimmable is nice. Let's take a look at a few of these, okay? I like this better than the strip, do I? So like the strip, we could just glue our mount to an internal body. Like we would have a fixture inside that we would just light. Maybe just wrap the LED tape, the strip of LED lights around, and then it would give it kind of a constant glow. So, option. Let's take a look at some of these. One-sided. I mean, looking at it, it's pretty consistent all the way around. Huh. Okay. How long is this? 12 inch. Yeah. See, we're gonna run into the issue we ran into last time. So probably needs to be like 6 inches. How long is this one? 11.8. Yeah. So we're gonna kill that. Another 12 incher. All right. So what if we did like a 6-inch flexible LED strip? USB dimmable. Kind of nice. I like this. this is 3000 K temperature. It feels more like the color, right? Then again, if we're putting it inside of a yellow filament, it doesn't need to do that, and it could actually potentially have some not great color effects on the other ones if we put yellow instead of like purple. So maybe we stick with the white kind of light. How long is it? 2 meters, pretty long. I don't know if you can like cut it off. Okay, I'm starting to think this is the route we're gonna go. So we would model the outside, and then we would model the inside, and then we would create basically an internal skeleton that we would wrap the LED strip lights onto, and then that would create kind of a constant glow. Tempting. Ooh. What are these? What are those? Okay. What if we did like a foot? Circumference is 2 pi r. So if the radius was, how big do we want this lamp to be? Ten inches tall? 8. We'll go with 8 inches tall. 8 inches tall, 8-inch base. Kind of cute. Okay. So about 2 inches. 2-inch diameter, 1 inch, 2 pi r, 6-inch circumference there. And if we want to wrap that, 6, 12, 18, 24, potentially. 6, 12, 18. Okay. Just doing quick calcs, right? So we're like, if this base was 8 inches, and then up to here is 6 inches, we would lay the LED strip. Yeah. I kind of want it to come in from that side. If we had the power coming there, I think it would look nicer if it came there. But then, you could go in, wrap around. Okay, so if this is 6 and the cable, the cord came up from the back, we'd have 6 inches of lights come that way. Well, it would really be 8. Okay. 8 back, 6 back, 14, and then 2 pi r approximately with a 1-inch radius on this part of it. And we wrapped it twice, plus some change, but we'd say 14 plus 12, 26. So 26 inches total. So if we get a 24-inch LED strip, maybe. Let's see what we got for some 24-inch LED strips. 12-inch, 36-inch. Oh, it's just connected in different sections. That's 20 inches. How long is this one? Is it really 3.28 feet? Let's see what the people say. This is 12, 24, 36, 36 inches. It's a bit long for our purposes. Really want 2 feet. So we can get some of those attachable ones, right? Two feet. I feel like these pushing this, huh? Is this flexible? Yeah. Color changing. Ooh. So then we just make the moon white filament, and then you just change the color of the light inside. Then you can do all the moon colors. One lamp. Tempting. I kind of like this idea. Yeah. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. I don't know how it would come out. Total marketing images. Let's see what people think. Man, it's got like a remote and everything. It's kind of intense. So how would this work? This would come back. We could lock that in. Actually, lock this in. And you can unplug it if you wanted. Lock that in. That comes in and around. That wraps. Okay. We could try with something like this. Right? Well, that's kind of cool too. 3.2 feet again. It's so long. Okay. This could be an interesting route, right? I don't know. What do you think? So we go something like this. I don't think we're going to be able to pull off land base just based on the quick search that we did. Let's take a look at a couple more. This one looks promising. Then we can do as much as we want. These flexible. I kind of like the attachable because it's like these are 12 inches. Oh, why did I close that one? I'm gonna toss what's up in the chat. There we go. Alright. Keep looking a little bit. Like the pre-cut. Pre-cut's looking tempting. Tempting, Hammy, tempting. Yes, I will be quoting movies like all the time. To make it more affordable down the line, because I'm like, then it's like a $25 cost just to add the cogs right off the bat. Okay, what if we do something like that? Okay, let's look for these pre-cut LED strips. See if there's anything in the up to 20. So we can make it pretty cheap. Motion sensor. You're getting pretty intense over here. Okay. One point 6 feet. Are these flexible? Ooh, I don't know. Do they look flexible? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I see. This is strips to attach them. I see, okay. You got strips that would attach each of them. What is the move? Changing color temperature? Tempting. $8 is bad. I wonder how long the cable is to plug in the wall, you know? Because that looks short, doesn't it? Does look short. See if we can tell. Ooh, that's cool. That's actually really cool looking. I like that. It's a cool lamp. Looks decently long. Okay. Yeah, that looks like a decently long cable. Alright. You know? See if we can go. See how it works. Yeah. Sounds kind of expensive. That'd be kind of an expensive lamp. 25, that's it. Again, I want to find something a little bit cheaper. Possible. Again, to make it more affordable, so let's take one more look. 1387. How long is that? Oh. That looks 17. Let's probably down a little bit. Can you go under 10? Let's see what we can do for like under 50. Oh, there's nothing under. Okay. Don't need a motion sensor. It's cool. Just not necessary. Take a look. Oh, look how happy they were. Alright, let's see. Look at this one. $13 feet. 13 feet is so long. $20 pre-cut light strips. Okay. It's the same one. They're the same one. Alright. Alright, we're gonna try this one out. We're gonna do that. Alright. We're gonna order these ones. We're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. And we'll see how it goes. We'll wrap it and see what happens. Alright, get this order going. Y'all don't get to see order information. Spare you that. Look at the way up. All right. Order. Cool. Ordered. So we got a light strip coming on the way. Let's start designing. Grab a pic of that right quick. Alright, so this is what we're going with. Copy the image. Copy one of those. Toss that back here. So here's the plan. We're gonna do a little something like this. And we're gonna wrap it inside. So we should probably build out our shape, right? And then we'll build an inner skeleton and then create a track for the LED strip to fit into. Nice. Alright, cool. Pull up a Fusion. We'll kick it off. How's everything going? Yeah, 8:44 on a Sunday evening. Most people rocking that 9 to 5. Going back to work tomorrow. Hopefully that's not triggering for all y'all out there. You're like, oh my gosh. Too soon. I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to think about work for another 15 minutes until it's 9 o'clock. Curfew, school night. I don't want to hear it. I'm like, that's cool. We don't have to talk about it. But if you remember those peoples, one of the peoples with the Sunday scaries, I used to be one of those peoples. I still get the Sunday scaries sometimes, for sure. But used to get the Sunday scaries a lot more. If you want to chat about Sunday scaries, what does that feel like for you? How does it show up in your body? Have you been able to identify why? Right? Why you encounter that pre-Monday anxiousness? Interesting question. All right. Cool beans. So let's pull up all right. This looks okay. Here's what I'm thinking. You know what this looks like to me? It looks like a piece of pie. So if we were to revolve a shape and then cut out of the shape, like truncate the bottom, cut out the middle section, right? That's what this looks like it could be to me. What do you think? I think so. Alright, if you've got other ideas, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to go that direction. So I'm going to see if I can find a shape. Oh, Google Shopping. Google Images. Google Images, bro. Yeah, see, look at this. It's kind of cool. I'm like, you could try and sweep it. Come to the point, so it's weird. I still think a revolve and then you cut from the revolve. Probably the way to go. Yeah. 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 Alright. Let's get after it. Let's do it. Ooh. This is curious. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna do a little of this, do a little bit of that. We're going to add an image. Insert the canvas. Oh my gosh, now you just get to see my face so many times. Alright. Insert the canvas. Bam. How you like that mouse? Thing is, I don't know how big it is. A little inspection. We can't do an inspection. Alright, let's see. Oh, no. It needs to be much bigger. Mucho joy. Alright. There, yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna bring this up. The face, and then let's rotate. Too much, too little, too much, too little, too much. Ooh. Yeah. Ciao. Okay. This looks appropriately sized now. Let's rock and roll. Oh, I'm already in sketch. Dog. Alright. Dog. Deputy dog. I'll do one of these. I'll do one over there. Oh, something like that. Like that. And we're gonna slide it up a little bit here. What do you think? Bam. Well, bam. Well, bam. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. Y'all, I've been watching I'm like super late to the party, and I don't like watching like gory stuff, but I started watching a little bit of Squid Game, and now like I can hear like Korean accents, well like the Korean. They did this like I love listening to like different languages because then you can hear like intonations in different languages, and I feel like different languages have different intonations. Like oh, it's like there's like this interesting way that they trail off in like K-dramas or Korean TV shows, and same like Japanese TV shows, they sound different. And then yo, is there a category called F dramas? Just like Filipino dramas, because if that's not a category, I need to know. Okay, cool. So, and then run it. Do another one. Alright, make that horizontal. Oops. It's alright. Moving the camera. Stream file. Make that horizontal as whale. Fine. Be that way. It's actually not bad with that many spin points. It's not bad at all. Might be able to pull it off. Maybe. Might need another. I couldn't ask for another. That's your base. Might not even need to truncate the bottom if we're just gonna rotate it like that. Uh-oh, gonna sneeze. Hold on. Pardon me. I hope that mute actually works. Otherwise, you just blowing out your eardrums, sneezing. So, my bad. Okay. It's looking night. So, what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this. So check it out. It's going to be cool. Trust me. Believe me. Trust me. Okay. We're going to rotate. Revolve around here. And then we're not going to do this easy. That's overkill. We're going to go symmetric. We're going to do 15 degrees each way. Oh, snap. Oh, bummer. How do we do that? Because it needs to come to a point there, too. Let me see. Needs to be at a point at both places. You darn shop and tell us where I never done seen a shop if I don't need it. Yes. Okay. So, new plan. Scratch that axis. Whatever you want to call it. We're going to do something kind of cool. Like, just trust me. Ready? Boom. Boom. What you know about this? Oh, snap. The problem is... You'll see. You're going to see the problems real quick. Yeah, see? Now it's rotating around that. I want to rotate around that, but chop off. How do you pull that off? Okay. This is a fun little exercise, don't you think? Where are we at? No. Okay. Let's think about how it is. Alright. Need a new approach. So it's coming to a point like that. I think we need to go back to the original proposal. So we still... I think we do need to rotate around that. But we then can't have that. Here. Let me see if I can explain. Whoa! Did that work? How did that work? I'm confused. It totally did do that before.
What? No. Why did that do that? Oh, I'm so confused now. What the heck? I don't think it looked like this before, did it? Huh. I am not sure. I still think we need to
Revolve it and then cut that bottom off. Yeah, I think so. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's change the sketch up. And we're just gonna scratch this flat piece and that, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something weird. Okay. Okay. This. Back to that. To this. No. Maybe I shouldn't have that vertical. It's causing me a lot of problems. Thought it'd be smarter too, but maybe not. Okay. So what we're doing here is okay. Okay. Let's rotate that much. And then chop off the bottom. Ready? Here we go. So. Go. Nice. There we go. Fill that early. No. Ooh. Yeah. A little wider. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Let's try it out. Such a simple feature tree. Yeah, how about that? I think that might be it, y'all. What do you think? So, from there, I'm almost wondering if this entire back piece could like slide out, and that's where it's housed. You know? Let me think. Could be kind of cool. I think this through. Alright, let's show it real quick. Because I'm curious if like this all right here becomes a back body that you like then sandwich, right? I think it'd be pretty sweet. Let's try it. Create a copy. And then hide that, and then let's show it. Yeah. Curious. If I shell the other body. So it'd be kind of cool. Mm. Let's try this. Let's try the intersection. Target body. Tool body. Oh. Join. Want to intersect? No, I want to cut. Yeah. Keep the tool body. Aha! Look at that. I don't know if I like that. Maybe a reverse. But you can see these two pieces then just slide into each other. Yeah. It's kind of cool. Alright, let's scratch that, do it the reverse way. So if I went this way, so this was the target body, this was the tool body. I wanted to cut but keep the tool. Do I like that better? Just might. I like it from the side, you know. And that just fits in there. We'll probably want to create some registration features. Could be kind of cool. I like the bottom the other way, right? But I like the look this way. Alright. This is kind of interesting because then, right, if we do a section, it would look like that. Kind of dope. It's gonna have to snap in. Because right now it's not gonna hold on its own. Yeah, like that's not gonna stay the way it is. So that's one option is like the back side of the moon comes in. Another is we just see if we can fit the entire skeleton into the base, which could be possible. Alright, so this is like option one, I would say. I'll show you option 2. Alright, so then I would say option 2 is we see what we can do just by... Actually, that'd be kind of dope. Here, wait. Let's ungroup this. And then... Dang, how do I... There. Alright. So, then the other option, so 2 bodies, let's show one. Yeah. This. Check this out. That's kind of cool. Yeah. So then check it. Yeah. We could hide the line. If I reverse this. See? But then we can't remove that, so that doesn't actually make a ton of sense. We'd have to use a different method. So what we would do is okay, let's see. Let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna make this so that there's a bottom piece, the panel, that fits into the base, right? And then we'll have ribs that come around that register, kind of like we did on here, right? So it'll be like this rim for registration on the base. Alright, cool. There we go. Yo, what's up? Happy Sunday. How's it going? Alright, we are in this, right? Okay. Oh no, there's an echo? Thank you for letting me know. Let's see. Alright, you up for some sound troubleshooting? I appreciate you letting me know. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Alright, turn that off. Is that any better? Yay? Nay? Yes? No? And I'll try something else. I thought I had an echo on the last streams, and so I was messing around with this, and I wonder if I made it worse. Alright, so I just messed with something in OBS. Let me know if that fixed it. I'm gonna go try something else in Windows sound settings. Okay. That did not fix it. Thank you. Alright, I just changed it back to 2-channel. I had it at 2-channel before, went to 1-channel before this stream because I thought it was going to help, because I thought I was getting an echo before, and now I'm back to 2-channel. So, maybe that did it? I don't know. Testing. It worked? Oh, sweet. Okay. So, I've been echoing this whole stream. Alright, so 2-channel works better. Alright, so this sounds better. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. I appreciate it. Alright, so let's get back into this. So I'm thinking... we're gonna cut these pieces off. Let's go hidden edges, that's what I want. Maybe we go all the way up to that. Yeah? Yeah, I think we are. Okay. So, we're gonna go all the way up to there. Alright, so we're gonna do just a bunch of conversions. Project. This to, that to, that. And I want these inside lines. Oh my gosh, what do they call it? Animalese? That. Have you seen those things where you can like do that online, where you can type in stuff and then it'll just have it sound like that for you? It's pretty cute. Okay, so project, create, trip. Obviously, no, it's not gonna trip. Okay, never mind. All right. Okay. I want this line. Am I not able to? Guess I'm not able to trim a projection. Let's see. Can I? Ooh, is it just gonna work? Okay, never mind. Forget trimming. Let's just cut. But I don't want it to cut exactly vertically. I want it to cut along that wall. Let's go up to object. It's way too far. Is it gonna cut that wall off? I think it's gonna cut that wall off. Dang. Dang! Let's see. Not bad. Pretty chill weekend. Yeah. Just a lot of house chores. Pretty low key. Had like pretty busy months. So yeah, I was glad that didn't have much to do. Wanted to wind it down on a Sunday, do a live stream. Yeah, but thanks for asking. How's your weekend? I was like finally getting around to this Animal Crossing lamp, so thanks for the suggestion, Kayla. Alright, let's add in a taper. No, wrong way. No. Maybe. Ooh, tempting. Tempting, Hammy, tempting. Oh, that was kind of tough right there, though. Yeah, that's not awesome. Could start doing some surface featuring here, right? Or I just create that, take that wall, make another wall. I could do that. We'll see. Yeah, we might be doing that right now. Alright, we'll do some surface featuring. Ooh. Good question. Yo, I haven't played Animal Crossing, I think, since like high school. I'm trying to think. I was like, I like the dog and the raccoon. And I didn't even play it much because I think it was my sister's game. What was I playing? I was playing Mega Man and what else was I playing? Super Mario on the DS, Brain Age. Oh my gosh, what other games were there? This is crazy. but then we would like swap games. So I did play a little bit. I definitely didn't get as far as she did. So Tom Nook, KK. I like KK because you have a guitar, right? How about you? Who's the favorite? Who's the favorite in there? All right, let's see. So we're just gonna delete that. We're gonna what are you gonna do? So got the shell, and then I'm gonna do a set surface. Let's go do some surfacing. Ooh, I don't want those to be the same body. Daisy and Molly? Nice. I just looked it up. Molly was the duck, right? Molly's cool. I like Molly. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yes. Let's do this. Oh, like, do you have like little figurines? Because when you get this lamp, you're gonna need to put one of them on there, right? Like sitting on it, like this. He's so cute. Okay, and then I just want to do a vertical sketch. Let's go bottom, and then let's do a project. Check it. Alright, so watch this. Do that, and then you're gonna do a extrude, and then you're gonna take that, and then watch this, buddy. Boom. Right? Then we're gonna do some surface trimming. So steady she goes. Alright. Okay, there we go. Bam, boom, and then through that, hit one of those, drag it up, bam. Okay, cool. So, watch this. We'll just hide that body real quick, and then what we're gonna do is, we're gonna do some trimming. Actually, probably should have taken that surface, shouldn't we? Alright, fine. No. Trigger happy, I'm clicking too much. Okay. Alright. 0. Alright, now we can hide this. And now I can start doing some trimming. Trim a tool, trim a trim. Going to actually, let's combine those two. Yeah, dang it. Let's delete that, and then that, and then let's delete that, and then I'm gonna edit this one. Nope. Nope. Yep. Yep. And then let's just take all of it, and then we can do that. Great. And then we can trim these as such. So trim tool, boom. I'm gonna trim that off. Yep. And then we're gonna trim with this. Trim that off. Nice. And then I've got this tool, so we're going to use what we just trimmed as the new tool. Right? So boom and boom. cool. Now we've got the space that we actually wanted, right? So if I show the body, oh, I needed to extend that. Dang it, hold on. Go back. There we go. All right, I need to extend those. Dang it. Alright. Boom. 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 And boom. Nice. Yes. Now I can do it. Yeah. Alright. So now when I show this body, I can do a little trim. Right? Yeah. Alright, so now this should work. No, maybe it won't. I need to extend everything. Bummer. Nope. Yep. Okay. Now let's try. Yeah, let's try that now. Yes, possible. Let's try. Oh, I need to put all the surfaces together. It's fine. There, it's one body, yeah? Okay, good. Okay. Now let's see if we can split. Actually, I always do this process, like the split body. Let me see if there's a... Yeah, see? I don't think that works. So I think you have to split body. If someone knows a better way, I would love to know. Alright. But I think, yeah, that should do it. Yes, that's the move. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Now we can make the registration feature. Alright, so Okay. So we're gonna add this base. And hold on, I'm gonna show that real quick. Okay. Great. And then do that. And then let's combine. And I want to cut from target body is this body, and then we're going to set up the tool body, and then we're going to cut. Yeah. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Actually, no. Actually, it kind of is, because then what I'm just going to do is this. I'll just cut that away. Check it out. Well, why don't I just... No, never mind. I don't know if I want to do that, actually. Okay. Hi. Let's go to the other side. I'm gonna reverse the side, buddy. This is not working the way I intended. How about this? Scratch that. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 How do I flip the side? Okay, fine. I don't know what you want from me, but I'm gonna do this instead. Actually, fusion, 360, flip, side to cut. Oh, that's dumb. SolidWorks lets you like flip the side to cut, right? Like if this was my profile, and apparently Fusion does not. So, Fusion, you should get on that. Just saying. It's kind of a pretty basic feature. Again, just saying. So now I have to create these profiles. Okay, there we go. Sure. Bam. How you like me now? Cool. So now if I do a section, sweet, that should fit in nicely. And then if I do another section, where I go the other way, Should be nicely sloped. Okay, cool. Sweet. Not bad. So now we've got our nice little piece in here. This is basically just slide up. We're going to want a stopper for that. Okay. What is our stopper? So that piece is going to slide in there. All right. Yeah. We need some stopping features. Okay. So you need to make those. If I do the sketch here. Then do this. Okay, here we go. Oh no. There. Okay, so to make those, project, yeah, cool. Yeah. And then you just do a thin feature, up and down. So we'll do something like this. No, thank you. No, thank you again. Okay, bro. No, thank you. I don't want the whole thing. There. Okay, go away. Scratch that. Why is it doing the whole thing now? Don't want to do the whole thing. Oh no. Scratch that. And scratch that. Thank you. Okay. So now, what we're going to do is extrude this thin feature. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Bro. Thin feature though. There. Thank you. Probably should have let me select it and then just not let me do it. But, alas. Wall thickness. Let's go up to the surface of the object. Or not. Okay. Or not. Okay. Do it big up. Oh, fusion. Yes, thank you. I want to cut. I want to join. I want to over there. Let me see something real quick. I want to know if I can trim a projection. If I can, awesome. Does not look like I can, does it? I can't trim a projection. Alright, well, I'll do it my way. So, I don't really want that to go all the way out, so here's what we'll do. In the feature, right, do that. We're gonna go up, new body. Okay, actually, I wanted to go down. We want to go down to object, distance to object. I want to go down to there. No, it won't let me. Okay, 1 millimeter, and then let's go. Yeah, fine. Okay. I want to flip the side. Yes, thank you. And sure. Okay. So, yeah, that comes out kind of weird, right? If I hide this. So, we're going to trim that up. I don't necessarily want it to come all the way out like that. And then what we're also going to do is we're going to trim off the bottom. Okay. So to do that, we're going to target body, tool body, target body, tool body, and we're going to cut. Yes. And then we're going to remove this piece. Yep. And then like this top. And then we're just going to sketch that, and then we're going to cut this off. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to mirror that. This is a feature. Yeah. Yeah. Optimize. Okay. So, now I've got a nice little registration feature that will line up with there. Right? Cool. Okay. And then, oh, how did we get to Adventure Time? We gotta get back to some Animal Crossing. Alright, here we go. Nice. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. Yeah? So, we extruded, then extrude, then we combine, and we got cool. So let's show this again. this one. Let's extrude, thin, grab that, 1 millimeter, and then we'll go side. Well, maybe, we're not sure yet. And then go on a new body, side 2. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Bam. Alright, now let's do the split thing again. Target body. Tool body. Cool. And then one with that. And then we want to chop that off. Okay. There we go. Sketch there. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. All right. We only want to cut. Oh. New. Just that one. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Mirror that real quick. Cool. Now I've got a little registration feature, and we need to make sure that it can't bottom out. So we're gonna sketch it one more time, and then we're gonna do this. So go project, and then grab that, and that. Cool. Drag this out a little bit. Actually, let's try this offset. That. Don't want to chain. Let's go -2 millimeters. Don't want to do this. Actually, didn't want to do that. I just wanted that. Thank you. Let's go 2 millimeters. Yep. Cool. Except, I want to extend the line. Okay. Nice. That's what we wanted. Let's do it over here. Okay. Cool. Extend. So now we can extrude that. Both please. Thank you. Like 2 millimeters. And then we're going to join just with that body. Check that out. So now we can bottom out when that goes there. And I'm going to join this. Actually, we'll do that in a sec. I'll do it over here again. Sketch. And then project. Okay. Cool. And then let's do a little offset dealio. Cool. And then you. Okay. Set that. Yep. Cool. Extend. Yes. Good, good. No. Didn't want to do it. Right on. Alright, sweet. So, now we can extrude both of these. Let's go 2 millimeters and upward. Please, and thank you. Cool. Alright, sweet. Now we can join those two bodies with the main body. Wow. Nope. Okay, target body and the tool bodies. Okay. You will let me join? Why not? Come on, dog. Oh. Target body. Tool body 1. Tool body 2. Okay. You didn't combine. You should be able to combine. Okay, dude, you and that combine. They're still not combined. Huh. Not sure. Why won't they join? Oh, is it because it's sectioned? Is that why? Oh, it's because I'm keeping the tool. That's why. Don't keep tool. Target body. Tool body. Tool body. Yes! Okay. There's that weird keep tool deal. Okay, sweet. So, we do this. Now we can see we've got a stopper, right? So that won't fall in. And then it'll just slide in like that. So it should slide into there. And then... Actually, probably make that longer. And then you can see it going this way, right? So, could probably put some along that wall, but it's probably fine. Alright, so we got the base. Once we figure out how big that cord is when it comes in tomorrow, we'll do that in there. And then the whole idea here is we're going to build up off this base platform, basically a skeleton that can hold these LED lights that we found, right? So we'll attach those to some sort of base, create that skeleton for it to come up in there, wrap them, and then it'll go through. And that's the idea. And we'll add in the rest of the features as necessary. And, ooh, Kayla, one for you, check this out. I know you do stuff with beads, so notice that these all had different bead deals. So, cool idea, collab, yo, come up with some cool little like moon bead hangers. So I'll be directing all the people interested in a moon lamp to get a little hanging bee deal from you if you're up for it, let me know. Alright, sweet. I think this is about what we can pull off for now until we actually know how all of these go. So many options, right? I mean, check it out. They're cool. We got like a little star one, little diamond ones, purple. Like, they're super fun. So, we ordered these multicolor LEDs. We've got the main structure here. So, what I might do is start a thin white print of this tonight. Let me see. There really isn't a white one. Yeah, there is a white. Okay, so we'll get a white one. I'll start a thin white print of the top piece. And then there's really no point in printing this until we know what we want to build up off of it. Actually, maybe there's not really much of a point printing this either. Actually, second guessing. Let's take a look. Is that a connector? Looks like a connector. I'd like to build in some nice features. Okay. We won't print anything tonight. We'll wait until the cable and everything comes in tomorrow. But we've got the majority of the shape down. We can add a little hanger piece up here, maybe like a through hole for hanging the deals. And then we'll build up off of this, and then we'll feed it up into the body. Cool. And then we'll have 3 lamps. We'll have our Ivy solar lamp, we'll have the Kirby lantern lamp, and then we'll have our Animal Crossing moon lamp. Nice! 3 lamps. Might be time to make something other than lamps. Just that people don't think I only make lamps. But great suggestion. Thank you for offering that, Kayla. Doing the Animal Crossing moon chair lamp. So once we get those LEDs in, we'll figure out what the dimensions for the cables and the connectors and how long and flexible those LED strips actually are. And we'll kick off a print. What's the next project? Ooh, got some ideas. So, things we've been kicking around, and maybe some input from you, from everyone watching. From anyone who's watching this later, would be dope. If we were still in the Pokemon realm, some cool ideas. Polywag pencil sharpener, Clefairy, piggy bank, right? Some of the other ideas that I've been kicking around. So other shows. Initial D. Initial D is a really cool show. Love that. Cars. Think diorama, right? It could be fun. There'd be some motors implemented on that. Think motion track, Hot Wheels. Yeah. So initial D, that's one of the options. Let me transition over here. All right. So we could keep going down the lamp route. I'm sure Ryan Higa would be super proud. We'd also talk about doing a Valkyrie lamp if we want to stay in the Pokemon realm. Initial D. Another one that I love is One Piece. Shout out. So we could do something fun with magnets, electronics, maybe messing around with, I'm trying to think, what would we mess around with? Is this the little ESP32? No, that one's too big. The Shao, is it the Shao RP2040? It might be, but tiny little board we could mess with making like a log pose. From One Piece. One that I worked on back in the day, but I didn't spend much time modeling. I just came up with the electronics for inside, so we could just pick that one back up, is a Den Mushi. So making the... I'll show you. If y'all are into that one, it'd be fun. So I made the functionality of this. Super funny, super cute. Little snails, right? So could model that, put the electronics inside, have it be like One Piece speakerphone, and then yeah. So we got some ideas. We got some concepts. So we could stay in the Pokemon realm. We could stay in the lamp realm. I'm really I think it's inspired by the initial D idea, and then maybe the One Piece ended Mushi. So maybe one of those. Speakerphone. Still Lo-Fi desk diorama. I think the One Piece ended Mushi is getting a little outside of the realm of like cool, calm, chill Lo-Fi things, but it's fun electronics that we can still build in the Lo-Fi vibe in the Lo-Fi setting. Yeah. What do you think? Any of those stand out? Let me know. Got other ideas in the works, but I think they're a little bit further down the line. So, I think that's what we got on the docket. Also, just need to like film some fun videos for the Ivysaur lamp, Kirby lamp, and then soon the Animal Crossing lamp. So, sweet. Okay. Let me think. Initial D. What would we be doing there? We need to build a conveyor belt, motors, the belts, right? I think it'd be kind of fun. Be a cool like diorama look. We're talking Hot Wheels, moving background, questionable. Then she's gonna be way more electronics, right? So it'll be sound, speakerphone, Bluetooth. Maybe it's a good transition into more electronics. We run the initial D idea, and I think that one's still pretty fun to Lo-Fi. And these LED light strips might be a good segue as well, because we might have some of those LEDs on the track itself. So, yeah. Something that moves. Okay, sweet. Yeah, let's do the initial D. Wow, initial ID. We'll do the initial D ID. I cannot speak. Initial D idea. We'll do that one. It'll be like a cool moving track. Think a Hot Wheel on a moving track. We'll have to have like a conveyor belt set up, a motor. We'll have to still use some electronics to control the motor. Maybe toss them an Arduino or something like that. I think it could be kind of fun. Alright, sweet. Got the next thing? Yes. Alright. LED lights. So the ones for the moon lamp will show up tomorrow. And then mess around a little bit more with CAD with the implementation of the lights inside, but the body seems good. And I'll post an update, and then maybe even toss another live stream for finishing that up, maybe. Otherwise, we'll be going into that initial D ideation session. Alright, cool. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Wow, this music just got like perfect. Perfect for ending credits. Roll credits. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all had a good time checking out this model. We'll show it one more time. See where we got to. Great inspiration again. Thank you, Kayla. We'll get this printed out, get some lights inside, get one over to you, and then you can string up some beads and make it look super dope. But we're going initial D next. So we've gone from Pokemon to Kirby to Animal Crossing to initial D. So I'm liking the scope of anime and video games and manga. Pretty solid range so far. Alright, well, you all have a great rest of your Sunday evening and the rest of your weekend. Hope you all have a fantastic Monday and a great week. And we will see you again soon. Bye.